Hello, financial fans. Had an interesting week in the stock market. This is January 24th, Sunday of 2021. And four of my stocks had some wild swings this past week. Two of the stocks went down in value a lot, and two went up in value a lot. And I will begin by saying that I've got my cheat sheet here, the notes. So far this year, the month of January, not yet over, and my holdings, all of my holdings, I have about 30 stocks, and the total value is up 7.14% thus far, but that might not continue. However, it could. This could be a very good and interesting year for people who invest in stocks. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't think I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. And I'm having a good year, but you do your own research, study the market for at least a year, and then start making decisions of what you might want to buy or sell, and when you might want to do that, and why you might want to do that. I will talk about BNGO, which I like to call bingo, but it's bio whatever. It's a pharmaceutical type bio stock that's very hot right now, and NIO, N-I-O, which is a car company in China. And I'll talk about INTC, which is Intel, and IBM, which International Business Machines. INTC and Intel both were down about 10% or more this past week. They had some kind of earnings stories, and people weren't too happy with it, so a lot of people sold. Now, as of this moment, this Sunday, INTC, I invested in it probably less than a month ago, maybe a month or two ago. And so far, INTC, the price today, it's up 24% from where I bought it, strangely enough. IBM is down about 5%, but interestingly enough, it pays a 5.5% dividend during the year if I hold it during the entire year, and it stays at the same price and never goes up. I'm better than breaking even. One of my holdings, Sunoco Oil, is up a total of 8%, and that's probably about a month I've held on to that. Facebook is up 46% since I bought it, probably less than a year ago, I'm guessing. But BNGO, I bought that several times in the past month or possibly 2 months, but I think I've had it for less than a month. BNGO is up 90% for me. The price I paid for it and what I could sell it for tomorrow if it stays at the same price it is right now. NIO, N-I-O, is up 25.8% from where I bought it. So financially, I'm doing fine, and I'm pretty much out of the market, not out of the market, I own stocks, but I'm not buying or selling right now. I'm waiting until February to make some moves. I want to see what happens because there are lots of news stories yet to come. This next week should be busy with news that will scare the market and will make the market cheer for happy times ahead. But what I will do, I'll look at some stocks here, and we will just sort of analyze them and see if this is helpful to you to learn how to analyze a stock, those of you who are financial students. Something to learn here in the way of reading the market. And I use Yahoo Finance pages, and they have very good finance pages with lots of information, and they also have lots of news stories for each stock. So let's begin with Bionano Genomics, which is BNGO. We see it the last time it traded, which is Friday, it was up $1.53 to $9.80 per share. That's an 18.5% increase in that one day alone. It went up almost 20% in one day. We look down at the first column on the left, 2/3 of the way down, the 52-week bouncing around prices for the stock. It was as low as 25 cents. You could have got this for 25 cents a share, and $9.95 is the high so far in Bionano Genomics story, which is still unfolding and opening up. The 1-year target, the middle column, all the way down at the bottom, 1-year target, they say it's going to be $1.38. I think they just need to update that. We'll find out. If they're right, they're right. But I don't think they are. And then the bottom of the column on the left says overpriced. So we shall see what happens with that. But I think Bionano Genomics will continue to move upward, possibly all year long. I'm planning on holding it until December. We shall see. Next stock that we shall look at is Boston Scientific. This is not a darling yet, Boston Scientific, but it has some good news, and we'll find out if that helps bring it up. On Friday it went down 49 cents, 1 1/3% decrease in value, $37.03 per share. The 52-week range, 2/3 of the way down, the column on the left, 52-week range, $24.10, so it was way down there. And 44.20 was where it started. It had a pretty good value at that time, but now 37.03 still has some headroom. And at the bottom of that first column on the left, we see the word undervalue. They think it's undervalued. And on the bottom of the column on the right, we see the 1-year target is estimated to be $43, which would be good considering it's at 37 now. That would mean a nice increase in value. In the PE ratio, middle column, third item down, PE ratio 14.21, which is not bad at all. Next we look at JP Morgan Chase. JPM is the symbol. And by the way, Bionano is BNGO is the symbol. And what was the other one? The other Boston Scientific, BSX is the symbol. And JP Morgan Chase JPM symbol, $133.79 a share, and it was down 3/4% on Friday as of the close. And we look at the 52-week range, $76.91. That was the low for the past 52 weeks, and $142.75, so it still has a little bit of headroom. It should be able to get back up nicely. 15 is the PE ratio, and it pays an okay dividend, 2.69%, and the 1-year target, 145.72. That would be a stock to watch, and probably would be one that a lot of people will be happy if they invest in at this price. Next we look at NIO, which is the Chinese car company. NIO is the symbol. $61.95 was the price on Friday that it closed that up, $3.61 per share. Over 6% increase in one day. 52-week range, $2.11. You could have been in on this for $2.11. And the high was the same upside down or right side up, $66.99. $66.99, almost $67. The average volume, 181 million shares. That's a lot. And on the right hand side, we see the PE ratio is non-existent because they don't make money yet, no dividend. And this is strictly a speculative, risky type of investment, but I'm in for the ride probably at least till December 31st on NIO, N-I-O, the symbol. Next we look at Square. This is another one that's becoming a favorite for a lot of the investors on Wall Street. SQ is the symbol. 222.88 was the closing price on Friday. $3.26 increase in price during the day, 1.5% upward motion there. 52-week range, $32.33. Imagine if you'd bought at that price, wouldn't that be nice? And 246.49 was the high for the past 52 weeks. The average volume about 10 million shares, and they consider it to be overvalued. They figure the price 1 year target estimate 221.03, which would be less than where it is now. But read some of the stories about Square Incorporated. See if it is something that you would want to look at more closely. And the last stock we'll look at right now is one which is a great dividend play. If you like a company that's going to be around for a long time, AT&T, symbol T, $28.93 was the closing price on Friday, up 10 cents for the day, so it doesn't move a lot. It's not a radical bounce around type stock, and lately it's been moving more downward than upward. But over the past 52 weeks, the low was $26.08, and it's near that right now, and the high was $38.82 per share. So it has lots of headroom, and it could be moving up. But the main thing to look at, we can glance at the PE ratio 19, which is higher than what I would like, but it is making money, so it has a PE ratio because it has earnings. And the dividend is 7%, a little over 7%. If they keep paying that $2.08, that's a very, very healthy dividend to be paying out, something to consider. So anyway, that's a look at some stocks, interesting, some bouncing around going up, some bouncing around going down, and some just barely moving and staying right where they are. I thank you very much for watching.